All right, gotta get that open. Oh my gosh, I'm barefoot. Hello, my name is Amy Prokopis. I am an author of young adult novels like the science fiction novel The Arena and the young adult fantasy romance Guardians of the Sixth Gate, which comes out October 31st. Welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, welcome to the club. We post bookish things every single week. I am an author. I have 2 books and I am moving onwards and upwards towards my next project. Yes. All right. I moved to a new background. Oh man. So as the title of this video kind of explains, this is my announcement for Nanowrimo 2022. So, at this point, I'm a little nervous. This is my very first Nanowrimo. I have never done Nanowrimo. If you follow this channel and you followed my progress, you know that I did Camp Nanowrimo in July and it did not go well. I was having a lot of anxiety. I had just a lot of things going on in July. I also went back to work in July because I work in education, and July is the time when we do a heavy amount of prep for the upcoming school year. So that is what happened. So Camp Nanowrimo fizzled out. Instead of finishing my project, it actually got stretched out. So let's talk about what those projects are. So my first book in the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series comes out October 31st of 2022. So when this video comes out, it will be right before release week, which is super exciting. Go check out that book. If you like fantasy, romance, young adult, you will probably love this. People that really enjoy TV series like The Vampire Diaries and Supernatural, you guys will probably love this book. And so that is where I was when Camp Nanowrimo hit in July. I finished editing that book, and publication, like the process of putting it all together for publication, was happening. So in Camp Nanowrimo in July, I thought, perfect time, let's write book 2. So I wrote book 2 for Camp Nanowrimo 2022, except I didn't finish it. So instead of finishing book 2 in July, I actually just finished it last weekend here in October. So it took me quite a bit longer. Once school got going and I was working full time, being a mom, trying to maintain a social life and my sanity, that took a lot of time away from writing. So I finished book 2 this month, October. So I'm rightfully so a little nervous about even participating in Nanowrimo this year because Camp Nanowrimo was a big flop. And I went ahead and decided, let's go ahead and do it. So let's try Nanowrimo, and here's why. So, number 1, I am doing Nanowrimo because of the community of authors and writers and some readers online. So I love that about Nanowrimo. That is why forever I've wanted to participate in Nanowrimo, because the community is so vibrant in November for writing in general, but everyone bands together around this one thing and cheers each other on, follows everyone's process. And I love following the Nanowrimo process here on YouTube. I also like following it on other social media platforms. And I thought, I just kind of got going with my YouTube. My TikTok is taking off. I have a lot of fun on Instagram. Why not join in on the fun no matter what happens? So I have kind of shook off all of my nerves about even finishing the book, because I don't know that I'll be able to finish my project in November. Don't think 30 days is going to do it for me, but I decided that I just wanted to be a part of the community. So I'm going to try Nanowrimo this year just to be a part of the fun. So the second reason I'm doing Nanowrimo is because I'm going to write this book anyway. So I'm going to end up writing this book whether I try and do that in 30 days or if I start now and finish it in February. It doesn't matter. The book is going to be written. I know where it's heading. I don't quite have a finished outline yet, but I do have a lot of the, like, what the book will end up looking like. I do have a lot of that figured out. So why not go ahead and write it and at least start it now? Because it's going to get written anyway. So I might as well do it for NaNoWriMo when everyone else is writing their projects, and I have a community of people to like celebrate it with me and learn some tips and tricks from, and basically share the book. The third reason is a little selfish. So this is the part where I had to put my business hat on, and I decided after Camp NaNoWriMo, one of the highest viewed videos on my channel by a lot is my Camp NaNoWriMo announcement video. So part of this is to try and build buzz, one for my release of Guardians of the Sixth Gate at Halloween, and also to try and build up excitement for the rest of the series and build my author platform as I go. So that third reason is definitely like the business side of things. That is something that they do not teach you in indie author school, that you do need to learn how to write well. You need to learn and be open to doing things differently and trying new things in your books. You also need to know the market, what sells well, but you also, not just writing things, need to know the business side of things. How much is everything going to cost, for one? What is your budget? How much are you willing to spend for some non-negotiables like book covers and editors? So this is part of that business side for me. I know that by joining the tribe online and sharing my process and celebrating the process of other authors and writers out there, I know that it might help find some people that have never seen my content online before or have never read my book, and it might convince them to read it and they may really enjoy it. And finding your personal tribe, because I really believe that there is a reader for every book. So finding that reader is super important. I would say more so than just selling a ton of books, for a lot of reasons. One, those readers, if they're in your tribe, are more likely to give you really good reviews, and you'll get good feedback and it'll be a stronger community versus if you just sell a bunch of books. You might make a lot of money, but what's the fun in making a lot of money if, like, for every couple books you sell, somebody says something mean about it or somebody criticizes you online most of the time? So I want to have a strong community of people that are going to help me grow as an author and a creator here on YouTube also, but somebody like a community that I can also celebrate in their accomplishments online, and just be like a safe space for somebody creatively, so that we can all come together and enjoy books like I write. So that is really the third reason is business sense. So that is the entire reason that I decided to go ahead and do NaNoWriMo this year. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna win. Winning NaNoWriMo means that you finish the goal. And the goal in NaNoWriMo is to write 50,000 words in the 30 days of November. So I don't think I'm gonna accomplish that. I do think I can get pretty far, and I am gonna try my best to get there, but I'm not gonna overwork myself, because if you've watched my previous vlogs, you know that I'm getting a little bit burnout. And that's the last thing that I want to do, is stretch myself so thin that I don't have energy for myself, and I'm not healthy myself, and I don't have the time and energy for my family. So that is super important to me, but I am going to go ahead and jump on and show, oh boy. Anyway, ignoring the motorcycle in the background, I am going to go ahead and show you guys my progress week to week, just like my weekly vlogs. They will turn into NaNoWriMo vlogs, and I am super excited to show the whole writing process with you guys. They're probably asking, Amy, what the heck are you even, what's the project? You haven't mentioned that. I know, I probably just started with that, right? So what I'm working on for NaNoWriMo, my big announcement, I am working on book 3 of the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series. It is the last book in the series. It is a trilogy. So this is the final book. I'm working on book 3. I know how the entire series ends. So because I've written 2 books before this one, a lot of the bones are already there. So I'm going to write the 3rd book, and I'm going to attempt to do it in 30 days for NaNoWriMo, and some things that I've done to like help be a little more successful. I am spending the last 2 weeks of October trying to do very little, but also incorporate my outline for book 3. So a lot of that's already done. The bare bones are there. I just need to go in and put individual scenes, a little more detail, and then I'll pretty much have the outline. I am a pantser, so in my outlines, while I do create a fairly detailed outline for all my books, I do leave gaps in it to riff. So I might have something like, this will be a party scene, and everything else around it will be really detailed, but that party scene and the outline may have no details because I want to riff. I want to have fun with it. I want to figure it out as I go. So that's how I do a lot of my outlines, and that's how I do a lot of my writing. So to prep for NaNoWriMo, focusing on the bare bone outline is pretty much all that I've done in prep. I'm taking what I call no work weekends, the last 2 weekends of October, like I said, to try and refresh because I'm starting to wear myself a little thin. So I'm going to do no work weekends except for that very last weekend of October because I have to log on and hit publish on Ingram Spark and KDP so that Guardians of the Sixth Gate will be available for all of you guys online. But that is about it. That's all of the prep that I'm doing to get started for NaNoWriMo. And it's my very first one. So wish me luck. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna need it. And in the comments, tell me if you are participating in NaNoWriMo. If you're participating, tell me what your project is. What is it about? That way we can connect and follow each other and have fun with it along the way. So thanks for listening to me, I guess, go on about NaNoWriMo. So as always, thank you guys for watching to the end of this video. Thank you so much. If you watch all of these videos week to week, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I share writing vlogs, especially every single week, but bookish content every week. Make sure you subscribe here, turn the bell on so you know when I post, and follow me on all of my social media. I am super involved in TikTok, so you can find me there, but I'm also on Instagram, and I also now have a Patreon. So if you're interested in like short stories, maybe a couple hangouts along the way, join Patreon. It's only $5. But that is it for now. So thank you guys for all of the love and support. You guys have been amazing. Keep reaching out to me. I love chatting with you guys, and I will see you in the next one.